I just go with the flow. You know what I mean? So that's always been in mind.
Yeah, you gotta go with the flow.
Yeah. Hustle and flow, baby.
It's like a wave. You just
Man.
flowing with the wave.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? Like, like I always say, right? Like, if you can't do nothing about it physically, don't fuck yourself up mentally, right?
Facts.
A lot of shit is easier said than done. You know what I mean? A lot of things is easier said than done. But I try to live by that. You know, I do get my anxieties when I just think. My anxiety just comes from thinking a lot of shit to do. That's my anxiety, right? Like, me controlling something that, let's say something happened and or something that I can't control what just happened, or something's gonna happen and I can't control it, then there's really no point. Like you said, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Yeah. You can't do nothing about it. Just mentally prepare yourself for it, right? Because you can't physically. But if you can't physically, then go ahead and do something about it. I think that eliminates your anxiety, right? From being like, okay, I can do that, or I can fix this. Let me not get too with too much anxious and all that, right? Let me go handle that. Let me go fix that, right? Like earlier that happened. You know, give you a quick backstory. Did I say that earlier? Or no, I didn't, right? I didn't, right? We were deleting videos from I was deleting videos from the camera, right? To free up space, and I deleted the wrong video. Mind you, I had deleted videos from we got 4 cameras. I deleted 3 videos from 3 cameras. The 4th one, which was the last one, at the finish line, boom, I deleted the shit.
My man squabbled.
Yeah, I deleted the wrong one. So I'm over here panicking now, like, oh my God, like, what the fuck did I just do? Damn, this and the third. We all started taking out our phones, took out the laptop, we started just working, you know what I mean? But it calmed down a little more because we said, okay, let's see what we can do about it now, right? We exhausted all that we can do, and in the grace of God, got it, right? You know what I mean? Shout out ChatGPT. Yeah, word out. We're going to keep things. Shout out Chat, man. Not even Google helped us. Not even YouTube, man. Listen, well, shout out YouTube too. Right? So Izzy found it, and, you know, we got to work on it, right? And thank you. It helped. It worked out, and we good, right? So that was something that we was physically able to handle. Right? Now, if there was nothing else we can do, then why break my head thinking about it anymore? It's over. Maybe we're gonna hit the guest up and be like, listen, this happened, sorry, and we're gonna keep it moving because life continues to go on.
Facts.
You understand? So Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
What's good, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. It's the Fresh Prince himself, Izzy Finesse.
And the one and only, Jconfident. Remember, y'all, success isn't measured by the finish line, but by the experience that you gather every time you dare to start again. Let's go!
Oh, yes.
What up, y'all? Welcome back.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we
Vibe
are
check,
back.
vibe check.
Vibe, baby,
Everything is
vibes.
good.
Everything is
Everything is
straight.
good.
Everything is
Great.
beautiful.
A little jittery, you know. We had a little
mishap.
A little mishap.
A little mishap.
Yeah, bro. We're going to
You
get
know.
into that later on. But I hope everybody out
What's
there.
on your mental?
Bro, I hope everybody that's out there that's watching right now, you know, tune into this OffXperience and also like, share, and subscribe, right? Send it out to whoever you know, family, friends, you know, acquaintances, whoever.
Yes. Also, check it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say also follow us on Instagram at OffXperience Pod.
Woo! Also, check us out on TikTok, TikTok. We are also going live on Experience Talk Wednesdays on TikTok. So if y'all want your TikTok app, download it. Check us out. Follow us. Do what y'all got to do. Audio listeners, we appreciate you. We see y'all. We see the analytics. Thank you. Keep downloading. Keep streaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Listen to the network. We see y'all. Thank you. Let's go.
Yeah. We back. Yes. Listen, I know y'all love to see us trio, you know what I mean, with no guests. You know, I get it. I get the trifecta. We get it, man. The love is here. We appreciate y'all, though, for sure, man. Like, so we back with another one for us. You know what I'm saying? As we should, as we would. You know what I'm saying? Look, Today's episode is going to be good money because it's going to be checking up on everybody's mental and on what's on their brain, what's on everything, right? So today we're diving in deep into what's been weighing on your mind and how you manage your time. From overthinking to finding real mental resets, we're asking the big question, what's on your mental? And when life gets hectic, do you really make time for what matters, or is it all just an excuse? We're unpacking the thoughts that keep us up at night and moments that truly deserve our time. So tap in, lock in, and let's talk about it. Are you ready to clear your mind and check what's on your schedule? Let's get into it.
Ooh, that was dope, son.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's why I had to ask if the vibes is good. The vibes is right today.
The vibes is beautiful.
The topic that we're going to get into, what we're going to be talking about.
That was nice.
Phenomenal. Right?
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's going to be great right now, right?
I mean, so how y'all feeling today?
Ooh.
How y'all doing?
Today I'm feeling great. Today I'm definitely feeling great. You know, as y'all, you know, me and you've been working out, right? So I've definitely been feeling way better. You know,
I'm sore as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been feeling way better, bro. You know, those lunges was killing me though. Like, yo, I hate lunges. Like, lunges is by far probably like the workout that I hate.
But that's the best workout.
It is,
and they be the best workout too, yo.
bro, the legs is always good to work out on. You know, you don't skip leg day, all right?
Never.
And
I'm a piggyback on that one because today I worked out. I don't work out with these guys, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know because they work out after work. I'm an early bird. They do it 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I do it 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'd rather do that because I like to get my energy up early in the morning to keep going for the day. But I did leg day today, and I'm sore as fuck. Man. So I'm spaghetti legs right now, man. I'm feeling it. I didn't do lunges. But I did a sissy squat for the first time today. So if y'all don't know what a sissy squat is that you actually bending both your legs together and you're bending back on a squat. Bro, that hurt my hammies, my quads, everything, bro. I'm in pain, bro. But that's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
It's the pain, the discipline. I'm reaching a goal here, man. And if y'all got to tune into what we got here, man. We working. If y'all don't see them working on the live, I'll probably put something up on my shit too. But I'll be too early in the morning to be putting my shit up, man.
Hey, people want to see that, man.
Yeah, I know.
People want to see that. But yeah, man. You know, so biggest question, right? What's been on your mental lately, right?
Okay.
Let's talk about it. And why? Who wants to go first?
yeah, I'll go first on that.
Go first?
Yeah.
What's been on your mental, man?
You know, I got this exam coming up, right? This to become a financial professional. So I'm really thrilled for it, you know. Sometimes the little nervousness kicks in, but we had popped up with this question too, right, in our chat. And if you're not in our chat, right, the OffXperience family, just let us know in the comments and we will add you in. But there was a question where, what was it? It was do we feel fear or doubt?
Right.
Right. And I said fear because I use fear as like a driving mechanism to like push me towards my challenges and my goals, right? And you know, that's right there is really what I've been doing. You know, every time like a little fear comes up, I just try to like, you know, reverse it and actually go towards my goals.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing.
That's what it's been on your mental.
Yep.
That's what's up. Mine's I like how you put that because what I've been thinking lately goes hand to hand with, you know, what's been on my mental, what you just said. Mine's has been resilience. You know, a lot of people, you know, it amazes me and it wows me how people push back from setbacks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I love it. You know, those are stories that need to be told. You know, even with myself, you know, sometimes I get a little overwhelmed with what I'm doing, but I'm going to get over with, you know what I'm saying? And so seeing that right there, I love it, you know, because it's wild how some folks can like take a hit, regroup, you know what I'm saying, make sure that they can get everything all together and come back stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's been on my mental a lot lately, that whatever you go through, don't be the arrow, right? I'm gonna hit y'all with an analogy. Be the arrow, right? Pull back, but make sure you shoot straight forward. Right. Do not remain pulled back. That's the thought of you not willing to go, and the doubt that you have within yourself of knowing that you can't go and shoot your goal to the end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So be the arrow and shoot forward, and that's how I've been doing. Always, resilience has been key in my mind.
But what if you're not an archer?
Then you just become a billard pool player or something, and you just hit the ball to the 8-ball cue. You know what I mean? I got rebuttals, baby. Yeah. But that's exactly what I meant by that. You know, resilience is key. You know, a lot of people, you know, they get hurt sometimes, and they feel that the hurt stops them when that shit teach them not to do it again. Like when you touch the stove, it's too hot, or I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
So it's like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I've been in my mind a lot. And I've been teaching myself that to continue to be resilient and push forward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I got a lot on my mind every day, bro. Like, and this is like, and it's a bad thing for me because I know I had this conversation with you. It's a bad thing for me because like my brain just starts running, and especially not like doing the pod and stuff like that. Like it starts running, bro. So every moment I got something like in my head that I'm thinking about of doing things, right? But I say it's a bad thing because I want things to go so good, so perfect that, you know, I put a post up earlier that like it's okay to just fail. It's okay to do things that it's not perfect. Like we humans, right? Like, and I'm conscious of it that I do it, but I still don't get away from it, right? And I'm trying, really am. I ain't gonna lie to you, and that weighs a lot on my mind, bro. Like I be talking to Izzy, and I be like, yo, I'm getting a headache, bro. Like,
so
I be thinking about.
So let me ask you a question. So you think your perfectionism creates your anxiety?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. What?
So now, when you think about that in that route,
and it's not even to be perfect, but I understand
right?
what you mean.
Like, I know exactly what you mean. That's why I use the word perfectionism, like not being perfect. Like it's all aspects of being, you know,
right.
I mean? But like do you use that in the form of like pulling you back from actually accomplishing your anxiety, like getting over it, or do you remain in that anxiety? Because some people would take that perfectionism as a drive, like, yo, I got to make sure I do it to overcome my anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I have to. That's the thing. I have to get it done. Like I can't just stop and just be like, all right, fuck it. Let me think. I know he told me, he's like, yo, all right, just relax, bro. Like, be like, just relax, bro.
But then again, right? You know, it's cool that's like that, and I would never ever shut a person down with your drive. You know why? Because we ask God and we pray God, and we tell him, yo, I'm hungry. I'm hungry out in these streets. But then again, he's giving you a lot to eat on your plate. So now, and it's up to you to just shed whatever you want to shed off your plate to actually remain eating what you want to eat. Yeah. But so, you know, you have a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to you.
I mean, y'all see me on the chat when I'm like, when I start doing, yo, you got to do this, that, and third. Like, it's just one of those fucking things.
And that's why I say I don't knock your drive, because that's a drive. That's what keeps you going, and it keeps you to where you are successful. Now, we had this conversation before a couple of weeks ago where you're already at that point where you don't have to work like another job or anything like that, because you got that experience. Right. So right now you just on chill mode. Yeah. And you know, right now that will stop your anxiety at some point.
I do use that 100%, bro. Like I'll think about, be like, all right, cool. Like I know that I'm good. I'm okay and all that. So I shouldn't be, you know, putting that anxiety out there or experiencing it, right? And it's funny because like I contradict myself as well, right? Like let's put that out there, right? Like, again, I put a message up this morning earlier, right? But I do that for like a coping mechanism to help me. Yeah. Also, putting it out there is like more okay. I need to start doing the same thing as well, right? Yeah. So it's helping me do that. So it's like, but sometimes I'll be thinking about like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do it. Let's just slow down, man. It's cool. Get the little wins. You know what I'm saying?
But you mentioning that though, right? Like that right there is already a first step into something good, because that's basically like you doing shadow work. Like you know exactly what's wrong. You know exactly what's going on in your mind. So you just reflecting back on it. Now you focusing on, all right, like this is the problem here.
Yes.
And then now that you posting it and actually sharing it with the world, that's also good too, because now now that you know that, everyone else knows that, right? So somebody like me and Josh could hold you accountable. Like, yo, look, you just 100%. Said that right now. You just posted something. So
my man's paying attention when I always mention shadow work. I love that shit. Nah, you always, and I went on live, right, before we continue the questions. I went on live this morning on TikTok, and I had a conversation with somebody, right? And I was telling people, I was like, yo, I'm on live, man. I'm here to shed light, the positive light to people who are struggling right now. As soon as I said that, somebody said, well, I'm struggling right now. So I said, what are you struggling with? And she said that her best friend invited her to a wedding yesterday, but the wedding was planned like 2 months ago.
Oh.
So right now she's struggling if she wants to go or not.
So the wedding was like a day later after they invited her?
No. Well, the wedding is like next month, but she felt like a way, you know. So I kind of like shed some light to her little negative, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it was good that I actually did that. So that's, you know, that's why I like to shed that positive light to people and shit like that.
You know,
so.
that example you're saying right there, it's cool you said that because a lot of people do get caught up on that type of stuff, man. Like that negativity. Like it ain't nothing negative about that.
No.
I mean, if you got invited a month before the wedding and all that, it's not like a last minute thing. Like
I gave her an advice, right, real quick. I told her, look, go to the wedding, right? Wear the most greatest dress you ever have in your closet, right? Wear it, flaunt it, do your thing. Go to the wedding. When y'all about to say y'all whole, hey, my best friend is standing third, you take your piece of cake, go up to her and you smash it in her face. That's word to my mother, bro. That's exactly what I told her, bro. That's exactly what I told her.
Show her wild love, B.
Show her mad love. She looked at she wrote laughing my ass off on the comments. I was like, yeah, well, see? It went from, yo, I'm struggling to her laughing my ass off. You know what? Thank you. I needed this. I got to go to sleep now. It's probably went, a different country.
Yeah. That's funny.
But, yo, that right there is fire, bro.
Oh, shit. Yo, but like before we move on to anything, though, let's hop into my segment right now, which is the Get Fresh with Izzy segment. You know what's funny, too? The last episode that we did, I said, let's get ready for the Get Fresh with Izzy podcast.
Get fresh.
Yeah, I did. I said it by accident. I caught myself and I was like, whoa.
That's funny.
Let's Get Fresh with Izzy segment on the OffXperience podcast, right?
Facts.
Just want to make that clear. But I'm going to start off first. I'm going to just get into the headwear, and the tops, right? So I got this hat on right here. This is from my man's. He makes hats.
That like the little meat hat.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I'm there. Right, he just pulled over his face and shit. That picture is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, but yeah, so my man's make this knitted hats. It's called Be Heir.
Right? Be Heir. That goes perfect with it.
Yeah, right. So it's a knitted hat. It comes with many multicolors. So this right here was like a blue, different types of bluish. I have a funny story with this hoodie, right? This was like a sample of an OffXperience zip-up hoodie. And this was in green. So this is like the first ever zip-up hoodie that we had made. Got the little OffXperience right here, the logo right here. Then I also got the OffXperience shirt right here. So I'm OffXperience out right now.
OffXperience out? Okay.
Yeah. But, this right here was on release, never came out.
Definitely never came out. That's a one-on-one right there.
Yeah, this is a one-on-one right here. But your man's Jconfident right here got the official merch. So
yeah,
that's what I got on today.
Pants?
No, we're just gonna head into that. Just the tops, just the tops.
Just the tops today.
Pants all black.
Regular shits.
Oh my god. Yo, my god, I gotta love this, bro. Go ahead, John.
Oh, me, all right, yo. Well, like he said, like Izzy said, I got the OffXperience official hoodie. You know what I'm saying, with the OffXperience hat. You know what I mean? Like, we in here, of course, with the merch. I got regular navy blue cargo pants. I got my Japanese custom-made sneakers. Today I wore my socks. These are Harry Potter socks.
Yo.
This is Ravensclaw. I'm representing Ravensclaw. For whoever know Harry Potter.
Wow.
Harry Potter socks, baby, all day. But y'all need to stay tuned because I'm coming with y'all with something. We're going to come with some, or y'all on this segment soon. So stay tuned. I don't know when, but stay up to date.
You just took me into a loop with those socks right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ravensclaw, y'all. Ravensclaw.
Wow.
I don't represent this team. I don't. I represent all teams, baby. I'm a professor in this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Get
that's
him.
why
Get him.
it's a good pair, though. I fuck with it.
It's a good pair. It's definitely a good pair. It's definitely a good pair. It's a little calmer than the rest of them.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
I definitely a little calmer than the rest of them.
I love it.
All right, y'all. Well, you already know. Got my corduroy Yankee hat. Got my American Eagle gray hoodie, kangaroo pocket hoodie. Black cargo pants. And you already know my Puma skateboarder shoes, sneakers.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you said a kangaroo pocket?
Kangaroo pocket.
Yo, word.
I haven't heard that in a minute, yo.
I mean, that's the
pocket. Because usually, like, we would just call those hoodies a pullover.
Yo, facts.
You hit them with the pocket type and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you have to, right? Like, that's what we
really
is about, man.
Pocket, though.
Kangaroo pocket.
Yo, I never really heard nobody say, yo, I got a black champion hoodie with the cone hoodie and the kangaroo pocket.
Yo, you know why? Because when I was selling merch,
You a smooth nigga. So.
nah, because when I was selling merch, that was my that was the name of the hoodie. Like, had the kangaroo. That was the description with the kangaroo hoodie pockets. So
makes sense.
you know what I mean. So I've always carried that.
That's
to be
crazy.
honest.
And then you had like the dummy flap. You had the dummy
And I had the dummy flap. Yo,
The dummy flap.
that was an official, bro. That was an effect. You feel like you had a pocket up there. Like
I never knew what was that called. People would be like, yo, is that a pocket? I'm like, nah, it's just the design.
Just design. It's just a dummy flap.
That's it. But I never knew dummy flap. That's a good one.
Yo, for real.
I like that. I like
Yo.
But that concludes my segment, the Get Fresh with Izzy segment.
Oh my God, that is great.
Remember, anything you wear, you always stay fresh, even if it's a towel.
That's a fact.
Go in
man.
style, y'all.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Even a robe too. Like
Yo, facts.
Bars.
Who wore a robe? I seen a video of somebody wearing a robe. Never mind, bro.
I'm gonna wear one when it's summertime.
Me too.
Y'all
Outside.
gonna see me come in the pod with a robe.
I'm not.
cozy.
My shit is like suede. I'm gonna be sweating that bitch.
Shit.
Nah, it's gonna be AC and all that. Ah, you see? All right, so listen, right? Another one, right? Yeah. Do you feel like overthinking things, or do you go with? Okay, sorry. Let me rewind that.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like you overthink things, or do you go with the flow?
Go with the flow. Yeah, because when we overthink about things, we really really overthink about things that are not true, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or depending on what you're thinking about, it could be true and you just overthinking it. But most of the time, it's like to pick up on the anxiety part, right? We overthink on the future, right? Like what's to come, and that right there is not true. So that's why I just go with the flow,
Go with the flow.
Yeah, I just go with the flow, and I focus on the present.
Okay. Yeah. I overthink. I definitely fucking overthink, to be honest with you.
You're definitely overthinking.
Yeah, I'm definitely overthinking. I'm from how I carry, how I express myself, and pretty much. I ain't gonna lie. I carry both, honestly. Like I overthink and I just go with the flow. There's a lot of times where I second guess everything. Okay. I don't really think if it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But when it does happen, I'm like, oh look, I should have just done it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it happens through that, my growth, and sometimes through relationships and shit like that. Because you don't know, I can't control the inevitable.
Right.
And that sits in my brain, you know what I'm saying? So I start overthinking, like, what's really going to fucking happen? But then again, I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't stop the inevitable.
Right.
So that's exactly how I just go with the flow, you know what I mean? So that's always been in mind.
Yeah, you got to go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hustle and flow, baby.
Yeah.
It's like a wave. You just
That
flowing with the wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? Like, like I always say, right? Like, if you can't do nothing about it physically, don't fuck yourself up mentally, right?
Facts.
A lot of shit is easier said than done. You know what I mean? A lot of things is easier said than done. But I try to live by that. I do get my anxieties when I just think. My anxiety just comes from thinking a lot of shit to do. That's my anxiety, right? Like, me controlling something that, let's say something happened and or something that I can't control what just happened, or something's gonna happen and I can't control it, then there's no point. Like you said, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Yeah. You can't do nothing about it. Just mentally prepare yourself for it, right? Because you can't physically. But if you can't physically, then go ahead and do something about it. I think that eliminates your anxiety, right? From being like, okay, I can do that. Or I can fix this. Let me not get too anxious and all that, right? Let me go handle that. Let me go fix that, right? Like earlier that happened. Give you a quick backstory. Did I say that earlier? Oh, no, I didn't, right? I didn't, right? We were deleting videos from ours.
On the camera.
I was deleting videos from the camera, right? To free up space. And I deleted the wrong video. Mind you, I had deleted videos we got 4 cameras. I deleted 3 videos from 3 cameras. The 4th one, which was the last one, at the finish line, boom, I deleted the shit.
My man squabbled.
Yeah, I deleted the wrong one. So I'm over here panicking now, like, oh my God, like, what the fuck did I just do? Damn, this and the third. We all started taking out our phones, took out the laptop, we started just working, you know what I mean? But it calmed down a little more because we said, okay, let's see what we can do about it now, right? We exhausted all that we can do, and in the grace of God, got it, right? You know what I mean? Shout out ChatGPT. Yeah, word out. We're going to keep things. Shout out Chat, man. Not even Google helped us. Not even YouTube, man. Listen, but shout out YouTube too. Right? So Izzy found it, and, we got to work on it, right? And thank you. It helped. It worked out, and we good, right? So that was something that we was physically able to handle. Right? Now, if there was nothing else we can do, then why break my head thinking about it anymore. It's over. Maybe we're gonna hit the guest up and be like, listen, this happened. Sorry, and we're gonna keep it moving because life continues to go on.
Facts.
You understand? So that's more of my thing.
No, it's true. No, it's true. I understand 100%. Because that's why when I get stuck with that whole inevitable thing, I start to ask myself now: is it doubt or is it fear that I'm actually trying to overcome here? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm telling myself, I can't control the inevitable, whatever.
It's both.
Exactly.
Now I actually have a sidebar right real quick. So I had put the post up that I separated both, right? But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that that's one of a kind? Not one
of its own.
Well, yeah, one is as one, both as one, or do you think they both separate?
Oh, they both separate.
Both, yeah, they both separate.
They both separate?
Yeah, definitely.
Like fear, we talk about fear and doubt.
Yeah.
Right? So why?
Yeah,
why fear?
because like it's just two like cause it's just two definitions to it, right? So you got fear, that's like when you scared of something, right? And then you got doubt where it's like you kinda like you I don't want to use like you doubting yourself because you can't use the same word in it to define it, but it's kind of like you basically like lowering your self-esteem, right? Because now you believing that you can't do something. So yeah,
no, that's true.
Yeah,
so but does that is triggered by fear?
Nah.
No?
I think it's
If you
just lack
scared-
of confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-conscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with what he says.
Okay.
Fear is an emotion.
Oh.
Fear is an emotion, while doubt is a physical trait. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can doubt anything. You can fear anything, but then again, it's an emotion.
Right.
Put it in your pocket later on and come right back out.
Come-
You know what I mean? Doubt, you can doubt everything, but then again, somebody could tell you, don't doubt that. Look, this is the real truth.
Yeah.
And it exposed the real
Like you
truth.
physically could do that. Like don't touch stuff. Cool. Yeah. So that's so I think that's go with the flow.
Yeah.
I will go with B. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
With the flow.
Super wow.
Super wow. Yeah, that little nigga's hilarious, bro. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So like, when was the last? Nothing, right? When was the last time you had a real mental reset, and how did you do it?
Oh man.
I could say last week. Yeah, last week Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Last week Wednesday. Shout out Frances. Yo, we I had a job fair for my guys at work, and I was dealing with about 15 guys to make sure they get the right proper job placement that they needed. And one of the senior guys came at me on some nasty negative way, bro, that it kind of took me out of character. And it took me out of character in front of other people. And other people looked at me like, yo, I ain't never seen you like that before.
Right.
So that right there, I actually had to pull myself away from that because I seen myself from another view when that whole situation happened. So I pulled myself from that and I had to get myself resetted because, yo, he got me livid, bro. Like, But I resetted myself. I went back to my shop. I ended up doing some breathing exercises.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Deep intentional breathes to calm my nervous system and regain all my focus. I also did, I popped in some music, 107.6, 106.7, all times. I didn't want to hear no chitty chitty bang bang shit because, you know, I would have went downstairs ready to chitty chitty bang bang somebody. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to chitty chitty bang bang anybody.
You don't want to chitty chitty bang bang nobody, son. So you walk away. And that's what I did. And then I ended up watching an episode from our podcast where I wanted to just laugh, reset myself back into a world where I know I feel more happy into. And I put myself in there again. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this episode. Yeah. I know that. So that's what I did. And then when I went back downstairs to clock out, everything was calm, cool, collective. You know what I'm saying? To this day, I look at the guy, he don't say nothing to me. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's a good thing. I mean, that reset worked. You know what I mean? Exactly. I didn't pray bad on the man. I did not.
As you shouldn't.
Yeah, and that means that nothing escalated too, like after that situation. So that's definitely a good thing, you know. So, you don't want shit to escalate and then it interferes with your job, you know, and then your family, and then it's like a whole domino effect after that, right? But I feel you, bro.
Yeah, and then me where we were standing, I knew where the camera was, so I didn't want to do anything right there in front of the camera.
The camera's right there.
Yeah,
you don't want to get caught up, man.
Nah,
so you did a good deed, man.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you.
You did a good one.
Yeah.
Peace.
Shit. Nah, mental reset, you know, that's tough, right? Because we live in the inner cities, And you can hear right now, you got sirens going on and shit. So it's like living in the city, to really have a mental reset. It's just a lot going on, right? 'Cause you got a lot of noise, you got freaking cars going back and forth, you got a lot of traffic, and you got work, you got people with attitudes.
Especially New York, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. So like New York, like it'll really drive you crazy, right? But I definitely tried different methods, like a method that I started doing was meditating. So
I just seen a fucking post today that somebody was saying, like, I just seen Gary, I don't cut you off, sorry.
No,
I seen Gary V, and he was like, some people, they stay off their phone. For the thing. Me, I have to get on my phone. I have a business, which I understand. Some people meditate, which is a genius idea. Like this. So it's like, I'm trying to sound like him, sorry. I don't know why I did that, but like, but yes, I seen that. I'm like, fuck, that is true. Like, and I just heard meditation. I said, I want to start getting a book or something to start meditating and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's a good way to go.
Yeah, so like meditation definitely has helped. Same thing what you were just saying with the breathing techniques, so I'll do a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and I would just do that. And I'll do it probably about 5 times till like my mind is really clear. And now I could have like my thoughts could process way better. And but like with you with the staying off your phone, like we have a business here. And I was saying this on the Fran Judge episode, but I didn't really get too deep into it. But I picked up on, once you wake up, to just stay off your phone, right? And what I'll do, I'll wake up, I'll turn off my alarm, I'll brush my teeth, get ready, pack my lunch, and then I will stay off my phone till I actually get to work in the shop. And that's probably about an hour. So I'm an hour off my phone in the morning time. I don't get on my phone.
Nice.
And
which is a good time. Like,
yeah, exactly. And when I do, even when I do get in the shop, I don't automatically pick up. I don't right away pick up my phone unless I'm probably texting y'all in the chat. And I just pick up a book after that and I'll start reading, just to get my mind going. I probably study for the test that I got coming up. And that's definitely one of the ways how I get my morning started. But I've been doing that though for the longest, and it's been very helpful. Because I see a lot of people just, once they wake up, boom, already on their phone.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that shit.
Josh does that a lot.
No, not really. I pray.
He paused. You see, he paused, right?
He
paused, bro. You see that? Yeah, exactly. You got to think about it.
Yeah. But it's crazy because like I spent many years doing that though. Like waking up, going right on my phone, boom. Like who texted? Like who DM'd me on Instagram? How many likes I have right here?
No, I do not. Well, I used to do that, but I normally do it for workouts now.
I do.
Yeah, it takes a hold on you, right? So like it's just just lowering your screen time. Not being too much on your phone. And if I am on my phone, then it's for the business.
Right.
Like Gary Vee was saying.
Facts.
Definitely for the business, scheduling my posts for YouTube, knowing what to post on Instagram, what to edit. If that's the reason why I'm gonna be on my phone, then that's it's work. It's not like you just entertainment for it, right? Like, yeah. And I'm not gonna sound all too perfect too. Like there's times where I scroll, find the funny reels because that's also needed too, right? You need the laughter.
You need it for sure.
Exactly.
Everything's not serious. It's not business wise. Like go with it.
Yeah.
Mental reset. Shoot, I try to mental reset every morning. I'll be honest with you. Like, I try to have a clear day, right? So I'll wake up, I'll do the same thing. Like, I won't be on my phone unless I'm just going to use the bathroom. I'm sitting in the toilet, gotta take a crap. Just on then I'll be scrolling sometime. Like, all right, cool. It happens. I ain't gonna hold you. It happens. Yeah. You know what I mean? But majority of the time, like I'll go brush my teeth, whatever case, go out. I'll put on I'll text y'all. I'll do my morning video. That's the only time I'll probably be on do my morning video for motivation or that, right? And then I'll just listen to WBLS in the morning time, smooth. Listen to the Steve Harvey show. That should be hilarious, bro. Like, and it gives me a clear mind.
That's just strawberry letters.
Yeah, right. And a smooth day because I noticed that when I was listening to like 105.1 or High 97, it's giving me a different vibe.
And it's gossip too, what they talking about.
And it's gossip shit, yes.
Yeah, it's never really, they have a couple things that's positive, but most of it though is just gossiping. So.
Yeah, like fucking current event with the whole shit. And then you get caught up on it. Now you want to be in social media trying to look for it, like, shit, words out there. Which it becomes a domino effect.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm like, you know what? I stay away from it. I've told you how long ago I stay away from it. Y'all even get in my car. That's the first thing that pops up. Right? Like, I don't listen to Hot 97 like that. Then afternoon and all that shit, maybe, and not even because in the afternoon, WBLS, they play them smooth joints. Like they going back home. Oh my God, that'd be my fucking playlist. So I'm throughout the day having that smooth transition, right? So I think I try to clear my mental every day, and just try not to like think of negative stuff. Like going back to what you were saying with the whole we in New York, man. Like everything's negative around us.
Yeah.
You get out of you walk to the corner, you had like 30 negativity just slapping you in your face, bro.
Yeah, imagine we lived anywhere else where we could just on a random day just walk to the beach, go to the sand, get that sunlight that we need. But since we're surrounded by so many buildings, we don't get that. We don't get that vitamin D. And this is actually like true facts. What I'm about to say.
It's crazy. That was crazy.
Come on. Yo, but what you call it? But just getting into that, the fact that we don't get enough sun, that could actually help with lowering the blood pressure, having improving on our concentration and focus, just being around somewhere where it's sun and quiet, or peace, right?
Right.
And that right there, people don't really think of it that way, but those are things that, it could help us in the long run, stimulating the brain growth. And just lowering that stress, the anxiety levels. Yeah, that is true. And once you put things like that into perspective, then you what I'm trying to do now in the summertime, I'm actually trying to go do that grounding.
Put your feet on the ground.
Hug the tree. For real, because it's we need it. We honestly do need it. So
you gotta hug the tree for 15 seconds, something like that.
Major reset.
Yeah, that's definitely a major reset for sure. Yeah. Remember, the earth is a living thing.
Exactly, and that's what we connected to, we living on the earth.
Yep.
Energy.
NIG. So we talk about energy real quick. We going switch it up real quick. We gonna get into my segment with uncommon questions. Where we ask questions and you be like, what the nigga you talking about, bro? But yeah, we gonna get into it. But this week is gonna be different, right? Because this week we have, let me put it to the side real quick. This week we have some cards, right? That we got. So we're going to choose out of this deck of cards. I'll let y'all choose one card each, right? So we got a whole deck of cards, right? And it's called What Would You Do? Table topics, right? So I will let you pick one card from anywhere. Got it right there?
Yeah.
All right. Jot, pick a card. Okay. So I will pick a card myself. Boom, got the card. All right, so who wants to go first? Oh, I'll go first, right? This is my segment, right? So my card says, what would you do? Mind you, we haven't even read these. We haven't just seen these, right? What would you do if you discovered your best friend? What would you do if you discovered your best friend had been robbing banks?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Damn.
Oh, wow.
What would you do if you found out that your friends was robbing banks?
My best friends was robbing banks.
Wow.
Jeez.
I like the movie Heat. Son.
Whoa! All right, check it. Look, if I find out my friends was robbing banks, I ain't none of my business, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't snitching on nobody. I ain't doing the crime with nobody. And I ain't putting myself in that position with nobody, right? So my best thing would be, hey, the less I know, the better, man. God bless you. Be safe out there.
Yo, there was this funny post,
and that's it. That's all I can say, bro.
There was this funny video of Lil Baby, right? And Lil Baby is known for this shit. He would say something, and niggas would be like, nah, bro, he's talking on that shit, bro. But some dude asked him, yo, if there's one thing that you could say, what would you say? He said, he said, everything I hear, I don't hear. And everything I see, I don't see.
Okay, true indeed.
All right.
True indeed.
All right.
The dude asked him, he was like, that's it? He was like,
yep.
That's it.
That's
it. But it's just funny because when people say things like that, it's you look at them with that look like
so cliche, right? But it's
But I see where you're going though. I see where you're going with it.
Hey, straight up. Don't tell me no, I don't hear nothing. I don't see no evil, hear no evil. That's it. Who got the card next? Who want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So this is It says, "What's your ethical responsibility as a citizen when you believe your country is acting immorally?"
Oof. Boy, is that the time we living in now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit,
Jeez!
this goes perfect. Wow, when your country is acting immorally, there's a lot of weird shit going on in this country now. My ethical responsibility, this is why I'm working towards what I'm working towards, which is financial education. And I seen this thing, right? When the new Jordans dropped, the cool grade 9s, people was over here fighting for Jordan still.
Word.
And it's like, bro, those same exact sneakers you fighting for is gonna be up on shelves the next day. You could possibly get them online, and it's like, why are we still fighting for Jordans?
Word.
Why?
Word.
Why?
That should make no sense. Niggas is jumping niggas out there, bro. It is crazy for no reason, bro.
Yeah, just no morals. Like, no morals.
That's why I don't go to no lines, no nothing. I'll shop my eyes online.
Yeah,
bro.
and it's like, y'all fighting over materialistic things, right? And that's immorally right there, because we should never be fighting over materialistic things.
Facts.
Even robbing each other, and that, like, these are just things that goes on in our neighborhoods and our communities that I see. And us having this podcast, it sheds light on the positivity things that should be going on in the hood, right? Like financial education, us trying to bring back trades. So that's our goal, and that's really our responsibility right there as a citizen.
There you go. To make a better place.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that.
Dude. I like that, man.
Yeah. Let's go.
Mine says, if you were offered the power to live a perfectly virtuous life, would you take it? Yes, I would.
A virtual life?
A virtuous.
Oh, virtuous life?
I would take it, and I would invest my money on whatever I did back into the community where I came from. I would definitely take the lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would just flip it.
For the better.
For the better.
I like that. Yeah. That was cool. All right, yeah, there you go. So
some good questions.
It is some good questions, man. Tune in. That concludes my uncommon questions on what would you do. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. Uncommon questions. What would you do? Oh, that's got a nice ring to it, right?
Yeah. What would you do?
What would you do? Yeah. That got a nice ring to it. I like that. So there you go. That concludes that question.
Facts.
So
facts. But like even going back to my question, right? Like another thing that I picked up on was just shedding, just on my notes on Instagram, I started posting daily on my notes. And today I wrote, shift your perspective and you shift your life. That right there, what that
really mean to you, bro?
People just got to change their perspective on life, and once you do that, it really changes your life. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, and it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but nah, it's just true.
But it's the simplest things, though, that people just don't realize that it might sound so cliche, but
yeah.
What is the definition to cliche?
Right.
People saying something that actually is working for them, and it just feels like, oh, you saying this because it's working.
Yeah.
I like
that. Yeah, you just gotta have different perspectives on life, and like just the things that you see, like really try to differentiate like what's the right from wrong. You gotta do that. You gotta sometimes reflect on your life, like what's the next goal now. Like it's just a lot of things that we could change in our perspective to really change our lives.
That's definitely a fact, though.
I really dig that, though. That's what made me write mines the way I wrote mines the other day, too.
Yeah, going back and forth.
That's definitely
trying to be related. Yeah, be related. I'll be like,
yeah. be seeing the moms. Yeah, I be seeing post up his nose. I'm like, okay. Yeah. All right, let me throw my shit in there, too.
I can see that. What was it? What we did on the group chat? On the group chat, like, we should have saved it, bro. Like, we're going back and forth, tit for tat with the whole... which is dope. That's
why when he wrote that one, I wrote something this morning. I think it was last night. I wrote, what is you doing to make your aura seen?
Right.
That's when he wrote the perspective one, you know what I mean? I'm like, I like that, yo.
Yo, for real. And then yesterday, too, was get your priorities straight.
And then mine was, if you can change your perspective of what you view if you just tilt your head a little.
Hey. Okay. All right.
I like every time I see it, everybody's throwing up notes like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is what you need. Yo, G Santana, Dad's group chat. He writes, take a break if you need to. Facts. Simple shit, bro.
Because it is so simple. Yeah. I think we look at things like it's rocket science. Like it's hard to do. But like you said, tilt your head to a different way, a different perspective. You're saying different perspective, different vision. Right? Like it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It just is that simple. But I think if you look at life that simple, right? Which life is not. Don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying it's that simple, life is hard. But I think you can make life more easier if you was to look at it in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, so even before what was the post I put up? Like, life goes, like what the fuck was it? Like the purpose of life is, or the destination of life, sorry. The destination of life is the journey of life. Right? It's like, you look at it, don't look at it like you need to be this thing. Enjoy everything. Look at it in a way that you can monetize it. Facts. Right? Sometimes we lose the monetization of it and we just get lost, bro. Like, we're doing so much that we just aiming at the goal so much, and everything that happened between, we didn't learn nothing from it. Right? So
that's true. Always enjoy the journey. Those are stories you can tell later on when you win.
For real.
I chopped it up with a friend of mine that I grew up with last week. And the whole time we were chopping it up, all we were talking about was when we were growing up. That's it.
That's cool, but it's like, I get it. But like, if we don't pass that conversation.
Oh no, it was passed, yeah. But it's always good to go back to. Oh, you remember the time?
Yeah, for sure.
There's always good to redeem that old school, because he mentioned some stories. I was like, nah, really? And I was like, I don't remember that. He was like, yeah. Like,
oh, if you don't hear them, if you haven't heard them, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But once I keep hearing them every time.
Because I remember when he told me a story when my brother was going to Kennedy High School, right? And some dude was wilding out in front of security. And he would try to press him, so he caught homeboy in the headlock. He grabbed the security one and started bapping him. Bop.
Nah, that nigga's crazy.
So I was like, oh, I believe that shit. I mean,
don't do that.
No, nah, nigga, but don't do that.
Don't do that. Nah, but this is why I think sounds so cliche. When you enjoy the journey, right? People say it's so nonchalant that it's just like, oh, it's easy for no. That's just the way I'm carrying myself. I live it, and it's been working for me.
Yo, facts.
Right? So it has been working for everybody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, even moving on to our next topic, before we move on to our next topic, right? I just want to ask the last question, right? If you had to unload one worry from your mind today, what would it be? And what's something positive that's been on your mind recently? 2-part question. Before we move on to the next one.
Okay. Something that I could unload, one worry on my mind.
One worry, unload.
It would be fear of failure. Because every setback is a setup for growth. I always try to release the pressure of being perfect.
Okay, fear. Okay, the fear of failure. That's cool.
And
I like that. I think we all need to get rid of that shit.
Something positive that's been on my mind recently is purpose. Knowing that what I'm building, whether in life, family, or career, has its meaning.
I like that.
Yeah, that's been on my mind heavy. I'm here for a purpose. I have a purpose.
Yeah, everybody got.
Even in my dark times, whenever I get depressed, I always tell myself I have a purpose. I'm here for a reason. Right. And I don't know what it is, but I'm here for a reason. That's it. That's all I know. But that was my two right there.
Nah, yeah, that's so. Wait, so what was the first question? If I could get one on worries out my mind.
Yeah, worry out your mind.
Yeah, I don't think one worry.
I had two. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't think I have a worry in my mind, but
you don't have to have it.
Yeah. One positive thing though. Was it one positive?
That's been on your mind recently?
Has been on my mind. Wow, yeah, it's just really like everything that's going on in my life right now. With the exam that's coming up, and that right there, because that right there is like going back to purpose right there. I feel like once I obtain that right there, like that's really gonna fulfill my purpose now, because now I'm able to actually help more people. Expand my arm to everybody. So that right there is really one positive thing that I've been thinking about.
My man says expand the arms.
Yeah, like freaking Fantastic Four. Like Dr. Stretch.
Take my hand.
My good hand. My good hand.
Yo. What you got, Jordan?
Me, honestly, my worry to unleash to like every day. I think every day my worries is like the failure of me and the failure of failing to my kids, right? Like I think that's the word I've always got. Like, you know, did I do enough? Am I doing enough for them, right? Like that, and that's always a fear that I always have. Like it's hard to let go, man, because it's like I want everything so good, so perfect with them, like that it's like, do I overthink that I'm not doing enough for them, and they see that or they think that, like, you know what I mean? That's just one of those things that it messes me up a lot, right? And I know that I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Like I'm not, messed up, right? But it's just one of those that I think as a father maybe that it gets to me.
I understand 100%.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Because
so
even one thing, right? Like I seen a post. Somebody said if somebody asked somebody, if you was to sit down with God, right, and he was to ask you, if you was to sit down at a coffee table with God and he tells you you have one question to ask me, what would it be? I thought to myself, my question would be, how well did I do?
Right.
I want to know, how well did I do while you see me up there? You know what I'm saying? Did I do good in your eyes? Did I do what you wanted me to do as a father, husband, son, brother, cousin? You know what I'm saying? Did I do well enough? So that I understand what you mean by that, by not failing in front of their eyes, is because I'm, like I said, I always tell my kids I'm a superhero. Ain't no kryptonite out here to fucking stop me, bro.
As you portray that, towards them, right? They got to see that. They want to see that.
Yeah, like I say, I went from daddy's belly to daddy being strong, so so that's a good thing, yo.
And that's the thing too. You want them to look up to you too, right? Like it's one of those things. You want to set a good example, good role model type shit, right? So, and as far as what been positive in my mind, shit, honestly, like I'm just loving the fact that we getting more interaction with the pod. Like even if it's bad negative comments, positive comments, whatever, man. But it's like, okay, cool. Is we see the more positive than negative, right? And the interaction is just a beautiful thing with our supporters, right? So, and I see that is going, it's pushing, right? That's my positive that's been on today, every day, like, so every little win has been beyond my positive. This is what I said earlier, like, yesterday I think I posted up, like, hold on to something that made you smile today, right? Like, I know we all have rough days. We all have messed up days. But if you hold on to something that made you smile just for that little moment, hold on to that and cherish that part of that, right? Because that's the highlight, right? People have it worse, way worse, and they wish they had that little highlight and that moment that you experienced. You know what I mean? So that's just that for me, man. Like, I try to hold on to those little things. Like, okay, cool. So that'd be my positive for sure.
Dope.
For sure.
Fire.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. So do y'all want to get to the next one, or do you want to jump into
my segment?
Yeah, your segment.
Go jump into my segment.
It's on you, kid.
Go jump into my segment.
Let's go.
We're gonna do my segment, Jconfident's pickup thoughts. All right, y'all. You know what I just thought about? Ever noticed?
Wait, Josh.
I'm gonna get that down pat, right?
You slacking, bro. Like, you slacking.
I know. You know what I just thought about? Ever notice how we spend more time choosing the perfect Wi-Fi password than we do choosing our goals for the week? Maybe it's time to treat your dreams like that password. Secure it, protect it, and don't let anything stop you from connecting with your true potential. So, Izzy and Mr. Uncommon.
Yeah, I gotta drop a bomb for that shit. What the fuck you just said? Yo, this motherfucker's going some shit.
Should I repeat what I just said?
Nah, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, what?
Should I repeat what I just said?
Holy
Once again,
shit.
y'all, you know what I just thought
about? You
gotta
repeat that shit, bro.
Ever notice how we spend more time choosing the perfect Wi-Fi password than we do choosing our goals for the week? Maybe it's time to treat your dreams like that password. Secure it, protect it, and don't let anything stop you from connecting with your true potential. So, Izzy and Mr. Uncommon, what's one goal you're securing this week like it's the password to your future?
This week?
Or this week? In general?
One goal secured for this week.
For a lifetime that you got. Well, you know what? Let's do that for a week.
For this week?
For this week. What are the challenges that you created within yourself that you're going to accomplish this week? Remember, we at the gym now. Was it PR? You know, what
if you want to say that, like, like
trying to accomplish
like being consistent with my workouts for sure. Like,
there you go.
I did start last month, 2 months ago, then we just stopped. But yeah, being consistent with the workout for sure.
There you go.
I think being more in tune with, you know what? I got you right now. You know, I wanted to start putting out more content, right? So like, or more different content, right? And I'm opening up myself to that more this week.
There you go.
You know what I mean, that's actually one thing that I'm trying to.
One little thing opened up a whole thing.
Yeah. Facts.
Foodie.
Word. The foodie, right? The foodie too, right? So you know, and giving more messages. I know I usually do give messages. I try, like, I don't think, but give different perspective aspects of things, not just only mine, but try to look at everybody else's around and give that type of review, or if you want to call it that, right? So yeah, I think that's definitely one of mine for sure that I'm working on.
That's hot. That's dope.
Yeah, definitely the working out too for me. Definitely trying to get back in shape. Yeah, what else can I say?
And eating good. I eat messed up, man. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I want to I'm gonna get in the foodie game, but I want to do it smart. I want to do it smart. I don't want to be like a hog and just going to eat everything their fucking mother. Like,
Facts.
Now, you know, like that's a good question, you know, because sometimes, like, for me, I be setting long-term goals. So the immediate goals is like, that's a good question right there.
small goal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Small goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely the meditation more. Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
definitely
go.
been trying to do the meditation way more now. Yeah, the meditation really, like, it's really been helping out. You know, I feel like I sleep better, right? I've been waking up better. Have more of a clear mind. And shit, yeah. That's really the meditation.
That's big. That's big.
That's what's up. I agree with what you said. I'm focusing more on my eating habits and working out. My goal is to try to go a consistent 2 weeks back to back of going to the gym and taking like a day or two break in between. But that's my goal right there. But I agree with what you said.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That's what's up, man.
Nice.
Real quick, but remember, y'all, choose your potential. Remember, your potential chooses your energy for you to keep going in life. Keep going, do your thing. Even if your goal is small, micro wins create macro wins. So continue striving, continue doing your thing, and make sure you choose the right Wi-Fi password. All right? Let love prosper, y'all.
Oh, that was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so do you have time today? That is our next topic, right? Do you have time today? Because let me tell you, we all get 24 hours in a mother effing day, and we all complain about we ain't got enough time to do anything because we just doing whatever we feel like we should be doing, right? So, do you have time today? That is the main question of our thing, right? So what's one thing you always make time for, no matter how busy it gets? Because look, it's crazy, right? Because, and there's another thing we gotta stop doing, like, right? Like, we'll be like, oh, my fault, bro. I ain't have no time, no nothing. Yeah. But man, you just had a whole fucking hour just doing something, some other shit. We don't know. Nobody knows it because you're not doing it. But I'm pretty sure you had that time and you decided to do something else, right? So, do you really have time for it? Like, what is it? What one thing always makes you? What's one thing you always make time for?
Reading. That's because I got it knocked out in the morning time. Like, the morning time is really the best time to get things out the way. So that's definitely.
You read in the morning at work or?
Yeah, at work. Yeah, I read in the morning. You know, sometimes I dibble and dabble with either I read 33 pages or I set the timer on for 30 minutes, depending on how I feel. But that's definitely one thing that I get out the way. Yeah, definitely.
That's a good thing. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna take that away for real, bro. Like, you know, I'll give y'all a messed up fun fact. I haven't started reading. Yeah, it's fucked up for real. Like, I haven't started reading the book you gave me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. You really? Yeah. Don't lie, bro.
I'm serious.
This nigga lying. Anyway, I'm saying the truth.
I figured because you wasn't talking about it.
I was. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I haven't started.
That's when I switched up to the ignorance book. Because I found that one a little more interesting.
Nah, I'm definitely gonna. That's a good technique though. I'm definitely gonna start doing that. Like in the morning when I go to my shop and just read there for a little bit.
For 30 minutes or you just read 33 pages. You know, that's just one way to get the mind stimulated.
Facts.
But really, like, time is important though too, because time is, like, people gotta look at time as how they invest in themselves, right? So whatever you invest your time in, that's what you're investing into yourself.
That's a
fact.
fact.
If you just investing your time into doing bullshit, that's what you're gonna become. Man.
Bullshit.
Just
bullshit.
Mine was purposeful connections.
Okay.
Yeah, I like having conversations that challenge, inspire, or uplift me. You know what I'm saying? I like having those type of conversations where, you know, I can tell somebody, I got a little time for you. Duality is key. You know what I'm saying? Being in two places is okay. You will have time at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because some people might need your voice of opinion or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So mine is always about, you know, conversating with people. I like that challenge. You know
Yeah, that's good.
Like the knowledge of.
And that's actually needed too, because like we were saying before with the neocortex.
The neocortex.
Right. So in case y'all don't know what the neocortex is, I'm gonna explain it here. The neocortex is that part in our brain where our memory is stored. You know, everything that we learn is stored, and it basically helps us, you know, focusing and concentrating. So doing that, like you said, you know, having those conversations with people, it's kind of like it tests your neocortex, right? It makes it stronger because now you having that debate with somebody, you know, it's expanding your mind.
Yeah, and it's debates. I like how you put that, not arguments.
Yeah, people gotta learn the difference between that.
Facts.
People take things too crazy, like you argue. No, it's just a friendly debate, like
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean. So
that's mine. Purposeful connections all day.
that's cool. That is very cool. So do y'all think that people use "I don't have time" as an excuse,
I think it's a mix of both.
or is it real?
I think it's a mix of both. Excuse me. Because people use that like an excuse to get away from things.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we all guilty of that. I ain't gonna lie.
It's easy. Like, yo,
man, I'm busy, bro.
this
I ain't got no
concert
time right now, right?
Like my brother-in-law Will, he hit me up talking about he wanted to go to St. John's concert on Monday, right?
Yeah.
He was like, yo, what's good? You think you have time to do this?
Nah,
And
fam.
I hit him with I ain't got no time to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized I kind of did. But my time, I mixed finance with time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I told him I didn't have time because I didn't have the funds.
You didn't have the funds.
But I did have the time, but I didn't have the funds.
Instead of being real and be like, yo, I just don't have no funds, my boy.
Facts.
I feel you. Okay. All right, no, listen. That's being real.
I'm being dead ass. I mean, that's how
That's
people
being
use.
real. And we do tend to do that shit a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't got no bread, yo, bro. I ain't got no time, bro. Like, you know why? We don't want to seem like anything less.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, right? Like we broke.
Yeah, it's about,
I'm fucking broke. I can't go, man.
it's all about priority.
It's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
The way how I look at it is like, bro, we all fucked up. So like, I'm not even about to lie to you right now, bro. I don't have it, bro.
I don't have it, bro.
Like, nigga, you think we struggling, bro? Everybody else in this world is struggling right now, bro.
Facts.
So,
So never be scared. Never be
Yeah,
nervous, man. Like,
but like that goes to another thing though with like financial literacy though. Like people they scared to admit that to people. Like, yeah, I'm broke.
I don't know. At the time, I wasn't scared to tell him that.
Not scared, but like uncomfortable. You know.
No, I know.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
that, I could have told him, but
but you did it.
I didn't.
So you used the excuse.
Yeah,
That's it.
to get away.
To get away. To get away, bro.
I love you, my brother. You already know.
Yeah. It's funny because we had this conversation too. Like, you know, we have a financial guy that's how Izzy's getting into the financial thing, right? And it's funny. I was saying that I was like nervous and scared, like to tell somebody my financial because of how fucked up it is that they're gonna look at me like I'm weird or something, right?
Yeah,
Which, right? You know what I'm saying? Which we shouldn't do that. That's the reason why these people offer services like that to better your financing and all that, right? If we feel like somebody's gonna look at us different because of that, then we're losing already.
Yeah. Financial therapy.
We lost, bro. We would never be right
Facts.
if we allow that to take over us. You know what I mean? So never be scared about doing things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's going back to your point. Like, you know, he said, yo, I can't go, bro. I can't go. Right? So all right, cool. No, that's what's up though, man. Like, so how do we balance personal life, personal time, and responsibilities?
How you balance it?
Don't overcommit.
Okay.
Yeah, avoid saying yes, man. No is good. Next opportunity, please. No, use the word no is good. Yeah, don't overcommit yourself. It gets overwhelming sometimes. Like we said earlier in the pod, you know, you put too much on your plate and you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So don't overcommit. I mean, and after that, you should be all right. from there.
That was cool. I like that one. Definitely don't overcommit for sure.
And I also do regular check-ins, you know what I'm saying? Periodically assess your balance of how you feel and adjust as necessary. You know what I'm saying? Always check in with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, my time is value right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to check in with myself first before I even entertain your bullshit. You know what I mean?
That should be priority, though.
That has to be number one priority. For sure. Always a regular check-in at all times. That
is for sure thing.
Yeah, that's my thing.
But how you balance it? But like, what do you mean by like personal life though?
Yeah, because it's personal time and responsibilities. Like you got responsibilities that you got to take care of, whether it's commitment, whether it's something that you have to do, like, or you commit to somebody else. But personal time,
like the time to yourself,
it's just time to yourself, right? Like, so how do you balance that? Because there are people that just overhelp, right? Just overdo things. Like they're just there to just do shit, and that's when mental breakdown comes, right? Like when you just don't stop. Like, okay,
but that's when you put like other people over yourself, though.
Yeah, because I don't say that. I don't mean that in 100% with that, but it's part of that. Like whether you have things to do for yourself, for somebody else, you just never stop to focus on you and say, let me meditate, let me chill, let me relax, like let me do things for me, let me take a day off and go to the beach, put feet on the dirt and shit like that, right? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah, but like if you're talking about responsibilities though, it's like those are things that we have to do, right?
But if you commit, you have to do something. If you commit as a person, you don't have to do it, but you committed to it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't want to be a fucked up dude.
You want to be half.
I'm just saying though, right?
Wait, but like, what's the definition of responsibility though? It's like something that you have to do, right? Something you
got to do. So
you got to do.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. So if I tell you, so if we agree to Isaiah,
these responsibilities.
You got the responsibilities that's on you. You got to do them.
Yeah.
Right? And if you agree to them, then you have to do them. You committed to them.
But now it's overflowing into your personal time.
Right. So you overcommit yourself to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You get it? Does it make sense?
So I would definitely say don't overcommit too. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it got to be a balance.
It has to be a way, and the way you do that is reset yourself before you entertain other people's bullshit.
And it's cool to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no.
That's how you save your time, too.
You know how much time and energy that is, bro, when you tell somebody, no. like,
nah, I can't.
Like, no. Like, that's weird, too. Like, somebody called me early after work, and they were like, yo, what happened? I was like, yo, I don't know. I'm off the clock, bro. Like, what the fuck are you even talking to me right now? Like, dude. Yo, dead ass. I'm just thinking about that now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that shit just triggered them, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm thinking, like, yo, dude. Why you even calling me for, bro? Go deal with that shit yourself. It's not my fault you got caught, nigga. Like, no, nigga, I'm not helping you.
Yeah.
I'm already in my car. Boop, boop, boop.
Yo, you want to hear something funny, though?
Crazy, son.
Nah, because this is going to lead on to the next question, and now you got to answer it. Well, you probably answered it already. But now, if someone needed you today, would you be available, or is your schedule too packed?
Man, listen.
Depends what it is.
It depends what it is.
Depends what it is?
Yeah, depends what it is.
I wear my family hat, my work hat, and my delegate hat. If you need me as a delegate, you only catch me from the hours of 8 to 4. That's it. Family, I'm open all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need me, I'm there. You know what I mean? Work hours, I don't know. For a small fee, maybe I can assist you with something. But yeah, no. You see, again, no, bro. Like,
it really depends.
I think it all depends. I think it's just on a base. It's on a base to base. Whatever it's just.
Like they say in my hospital before it's closing, day by day.
Day by day basis. Like it's situation by situation basis. Like
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Trying to hear that shit. Like, the fuck? Day by day.
Yeah, like it all depends, man. If you need me for real and I all right, cool. I'm with you.
Nah, to be honest, like it really depends though. Like, you know, cause we got 9 to 5s and then we got the podcast too. You know, we also got households that we gotta take care of. So, you know, at this time and age, you know, our time is different. You know, we use our time differently rather than somebody else who don't really care about their time like that and just does whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like it really does depend, and also how important it is too. So.
Yeah. So don't be calling for no nonsense, because I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, you see this one? Be like, yo, hold on, my fridge is running. Let me go catch it. Oh, hold on, my fridge door's open. Let me go close it real quick. I'll call you right back. What?
Yo, for real.
What?
Niggas be like, I bet.
What? Niggas didn't catch that shit. Yo, let me put my toilet seat down. Hold on, I'll call you right back, bro.
Put my toilet seat down.
Yo, you say anything like, don't come with no
He
nonsense.
be like, yo, make sure you wash your hands.
Yo, right?
Yeah, hold up, bro. My milk just spoiled. Let me take it out the fridge real quick, bro. I'm gonna call you back. Okay?
That one, bro. Like, come on, son.
Oh, I got that. But for jokes though, if one is needed, it's needed, and you know we'll distinguish that when the time comes,
Yeah,
right?
time is very important to me.
Yeah.
Now, shit. You call me for some bullshit?
Yeah, it is over for that.
Nope.
So listen, I'm gonna give y'all last one before we get out of here, right? What's one thing you wish you had more time for in life?
Man, listen. I had a big gap in my life where I didn't have time with my brother.
Okay.
If I had an opportunity to get that back, I would definitely get that back and spend time in that gap because there was nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
And then the same thing goes with my father. I wish I had more time with him to see how far, I want him to see where I'm at now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I want. I wanted to go to his crib and be like, yo, Dad, guess what we got on the pod? Or Anthony Santos or some shit, Mark Anthony. You know what I mean? Put it in manifestation, you know what I mean? And he'll be like, oh, shit, bro. He'll laugh it up. Yo, he'll pass me some shit. I'm like, oh, where? Yo, but check out this. Yeah. Yo, I can picture this shit like he's, oh, man, I used to always show him shit on my phone. And that right there was...
You'll be showing the pod all crazy,
OD, bro. And even before we had the pod, just showing things on my phone was time well spent. And that right there is, I wish I had a lot more time of. Like, there'd be times where I think to myself and I'd be like, damn, I wish I had more time. Like, just get a little bit more time. Yeah. That's what I think of right there.
Right.
Yeah.
More time off for me. And these are some good questions. What can I say? Probably what I wish I had more time of doing. It'll probably have to be like during my school years, probably like really paying attention to like what they was talking about in school and like really learning. And also when I leave school, doing the learning myself too. Because it wasn't that. It was just I would go to school, basketball practice, and when I got home, phone time, screen time. So it wasn't like I wasn't really educating myself outside of school. It was just shit that I was learning in school. But if I really dedicated myself though to the schoolwork and basketball, things would definitely be way different. How my time was being used back then.
Facts. All right. What's one thing I wish I had more time of in life? Time.
Okay.
That's it. Time.
Shit, nigga. Like, whoa. Let me pick it up for you, son.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yo, what's that movie that y'all was telling me about with Justin Timberlake where you fucking give you time?
Is it Timeless? No, right?
No, it's yeah, you got to. Yeah, it's just time because I like that one. That's a good fucking thing right there. Is the time like we can't get time back, right? And
in time.
In time, right? So that's the name in time.
Yeah. In time.
So in time, when they have the time in their wrist and all that on their form, like we can't get time back, right? So every minute that passes is crucial for our future, right? So if I could just get time, and this is why we're doing this, right? We do these things so we can have time in the future. You know what I'm saying? For our family and all that.
Gotta earn your time. Gotta earn your leisure.
Earn your leisure. You know what I mean? So I think for me, it's time for real. Like,
facts.
And I know we take up a lot of time now because this, but taking up that time is gonna free up time later on.
Definitely.
Right? So, yeah, I think mine's the time.
I like that. That's fire.
I mean, simple as that. We need time. We can't get time back, man. Every time spent, we can't get it. See, I just finished talking 2 minutes here. We lost that 2 minutes.
2 minutes is history now.
2 minutes is history. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's in the archives right now. You feel me? That's how simple life is if you look at it in that way. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Listen, man, today was a good I think it was a good episode today, man.
Good productive day.
Good like it was a crazy day today, I ain't gonna lie. It was crazy today. Even from this morning it was wild. But we here. We here. We delivered.
We content.
We are content, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the 3-headed monster.
Woo. Word.
You feel me? You right?
Shit.
You can't stop the 3-headed monster, man. We outside. We coming home.
3-headed goats.
They 3-headed goat. 3-headed goats. Yeah.
Yo, do the right thing, nigga said. You know the handshake? yo, that shit got me dead. Niggas going up to everybody like,
Yo, that's how they
that's how they was doing it like this.
yeah. Yo, listen, y'all. Thank you for staying tuned in. If you came this far, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We thank you for the support. 1,000% with all our hearts. Bow bow. You know what I mean? Stay locked in for Xperience Talk Wednesdays. Again, like, share, subscribe. You already know, man. Any last words?
Yeah, man. Use your time wisely. Definitely use your time wisely. And always educate yourself. You know, do whatever is best for you. Meditate, work out, read, whatever it is. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
And also, when you're going through your own mental state, make sure you always smile because you use less muscles when you smile than when you frown. All right. Just to let y'all know real quick, a little scientific thing that I know.
Yeah, they already know. With that said, peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above.
Live, love, prosper, y'all.